All right. The bat is back. Oh, it's hot as hell out here today. It's super hot. So hot. It's too hot. Too hot. Too hot, lady. Gotta run for shelter. Gotta run for shade. It's too hot. Too hot. Too hot. It's hot as hell. There, one guy was smiling. He's got the idea. It's good stuff. It's what it is. Anyway, how are all of you doing out there today? I hope that you're doing well. It is what it is. The Batman is live and active and living color, moving around quick as hell because I'm super fast because I'm Batman. That's right. Why am I out here and why am I doing this? Because I'm Batman. Why do you have to do this? Because nobody else can. That's why. And it's all real. There's a real Batman on the loose, folks. On the streets. I run the streets. We have a mass vigilante running the streets. Oh, for real. Oh, I love it. Uh, how are all of you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Batman is doing his Batman thing. See, that's what I always did. Gave him a wave. But yeah, it's too much walking, man. But Batman just never stops. Never. I refuse to give up. Anyway, I already built my empire, man. My empire is already built. This is what happens when you work 8 million times harder than everybody, than all these wage slaves. See, that's the thing. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I believe in myself. I believe in my work ethic that God gave me through my father, that my dad gave me. He gave it to me. You know, he trained me and instilled in me a work ethic like nobody else, like no other, and I will work for whatever I get, always. And that's all that matters in life. That's why these folks are funny. You're talking, but you ain't saying nothing. Because while you're sitting there concerned about me and what I'm doing and my blessings, I'm always working. I've been working my entire life. The minute I was born, I started working. If it was in sports, whatever, all I do is put that work in. That's why it was relatively easy for me to take over the streets and everything. And it's been relatively easy putting these illegal organizations out of business. It seems like it's not relatively easy for that lady to drive. For real. That's right. Some of you, it seems like a very difficult task. I don't know why you get in a vehicle at all if you're not going to drive the thing. But yeah, folks is starting to see it, I think, and they're starting to realize my vision and the vision. Like I said, I think a lot of folks, I think they see your vision. I think they want to unsee it. I think they see it. That's why they tried so hard to stop it. You know, this is an empire. It's already built. It's there. Like I said, taking everything over. This is my land. I don't even ask. I just take what I want, do what I want. It's my country. I'm a real American. This is all put here for me. God made all this for me. All these so-called women, you're here for me. But I just don't care because I have Christina and she's all I want. Honey, if you get to listen, please let me know. I know you're busy. But I love you more than anything. And just want to say I see everything you're doing. I truly notice. And it just means the world to me, and you mean the world to me. But no, I want to work on all the Batman stuff together with you. That's how we're doing this. You know, you would never be interfering with anything. You're a part of all this. You know, you're the major part. It all has to do with you and revolves around you. So I love you very much. And she was showing me some of the vests, and she was saying how I guess with tax it comes out to a little above $1,000, and very amazing stuff. And she's just spot on. She knows what she's doing, and that's all I'm telling her. You already have these gifts, honey. You're mine. You're my baby. So you're gonna know these things naturally, and you'll realize it more and more. It'll all come to you. But yes, you're 100% right. The side armor is absolutely crucial. Um, Got to have it. Once we start getting into all the real stuff, have to have it because I got to protect my ribs, and then we have to figure out I got to protect the whole neck too, back and front. Those are the main components. The armpit area too, believe it or not, very important. We're gonna have to find something for that. But it'll just be built into the suit probably. It's gonna have to be like a suit, like that you put on the whole suit, where you can't really get out of it right away. You gotta, go change, and it'll take a little bit of time possibly to get out of it. Could be separate plates too sometimes, but they still are supposed to connect for full coverage. That's the point. You get plating built the right way with the materials that I want to use, like titanium and aluminum alloy. I believe that you could do some serious stuff in a suit like that. I truly do. And I'm going to build it myself. We're going to build it together. You and I, honey. You and I, Christina. So yeah, we're going to do all this together. Don't you worry. But yeah, no, I want to know every thought that you have for this. I need your help. And, God put you in my life for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. And He gave you the mind and the brilliance that even I don't have to help me along the way. I mean, you're already thinking ahead of me, and you found that. I didn't even think of that. So that's what I'm saying. You're very smart, maybe smarter than me, maybe tougher than me. You're a very amazing person, honey, and I want you to know that. And I just love you for you, always. But yeah, you're spot on with what you're talking about. Other than that, we got to get the cape. Cape needs to be either carbon fiber of some sort, kind of like the welding blankets, but I got to make sure there's no like itch or anything. If we go that route, I got to make sure I can wear that and it's like healthy or okay enough, to wear all the time. What I'm really thinking is it's probably going to have to go with a Kevlar cape. Probably what I'm thinking. We're probably going to have to create a Kevlar cape. Might have to, might have to make it where it's black color, with spray paint, whatever. But it's going to have to be, has to match the suit, of course. It's going to be a black cape, just like it'll be a black cowl and all that. But basically, long story short, if it's a Kevlar cape, then, the cape would literally be made out of Kevlar. So that's the purpose, is to use it to also be resistant and to block me. It'll be much bigger than this cape. Might have a little bit of weight to it, and that's the thing, but that's why we do all this training. Okay, the suit is going to have a little bit of weight. I understand that, but we need to make it as light as we can. Okay, and yeah, we get everything proofed as much as possible and learn as we go how to try to, you have to come out the gate protected. You got to have all these parts protected because, you just never know what I'm coming up against. Could be 2,200. You have no idea. You have no idea what people are capable of. You don't know. So that's why we build the suit. Very durable and strong. We create backups. We need backups for everything. I'm a reincarnated game master. Trust me. This is what I do. So Yeah, as far as the plates, no, they can't stop you. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt if you order them online, they're going to ask you for anything like that. You can get level 4 plates. I'm almost positive, and those will stop just about anything. And that's what we have to have. I mean, it's not even a choice. This is a given. It has to happen. So, however we have to go about doing it, we will. But yeah, I don't think you need like clearance or anything like that. They were selling them. They were selling them right there to everybody. Yeah, they're accessible to the public. Google says a lot of things, maybe in the past, but nah, you can get all this stuff. We'll have a plate for every level, is how we'll do it. So we'll be collecting them, and we'll have level 3, level 3A. I think the one I have is level 3A. I think level 3 is the next level up. And then I don't know if there's a level 4 and 4A. I think it's just level 4. Yeah, I think it's just 4. I think it's level 3A, and then I think it's 3, and then 4. And I think there's no higher that they tell you, because there's always something we don't know about, but that they tell you about, that there's no higher than level 4. But I'm sure you can build a material that's stronger than level 4. That's what we're going to do, right? So there's people who do this stuff for a living, so we can have them figure out, what material will be stronger than level 4 plating, okay? And light, okay? That's the thing. You have to think outside the box. We have to create all new stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of experimentation, figuring out what works. Like I said, I want to build a woven fiber out of titanium and aluminum alloy if possible, right? And it's just that simple. I believe it's possible. So it's going to take a lot. Don't worry about the money. I know what I'm doing on all that. Like I said, take it one step at a time. We're going to have businesses that make money. We'll be able to fund all these projects and do it. And we'll do everything the cheap, poor man's way. It's not going to be that hard to do. The difficult concepts will be what I'm building, what we'll be building, because it'll take, running trials and experiments and stuff like that. But we'll get it figured out. It doesn't take that much money to get this stuff. We'll do one thing at a time. Like I said, at some point, we'll work our way up. So just like with 3D printers, we'll start with a small 3D printer, work our way up to the bigger ones. We'll keep leveling up until we get the biggest one. And then that way we'll have all of them, and we can use them to make different components. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to be steadily building our own bat caves. We'll have multiple spots. I'm telling you the future. I already know. This is all divinely ordained by God. So we'll have multiple spots. We'll have a lot of different options. And that's why we go one level at a time, okay? Because if we do that, like let's say we get the first smallest 3D printer. We start with that. I experiment with that. I get on the programs, get me on a laptop. I can figure all this stuff out real quick. I'm very smart. I'm a genius, and so are you, honey. So you're very, very intelligent. I think you're smarter than me, seriously. So I mean, at the end of the day, we get like the small 3D printer. I learn how to use it. Then we work our way up to the next one, and then that way we keep them and we have them all. And then that way, depending on what project and what I'm building or creating, if it's a Batman mask, Batman helmet, because I'm going to be wearing helmets, actual Batman helmets, designed specifically for this, that are actually protected. Okay. And we're going to try to get them where, they're all proof. So that's the thing. I think 3D printers are going to be very key in what we do. Because it's going to be, I can just create a computer image and then build the bat suit, and then I can replicate them and basically like mass produce them on my own for me, because I'm going to need more than one. If one messes up, whatever happens, I'm going to be very physical and coming up against a lot and doing a lot and running into a lot. It's very physical. That's the point of Batman, is trying to regenerate. And God told me he was going to regenerate me. So I just believe in God's promise. As hard as what I'm going through physically is, I still believe, I got to download today. I got a little bit in my system of what it said or what I saw in the title. I mean, I'm doing the best I can. Still feeling it bad, but just trying my best. I think this bus is going to pull up any minute now. And hopefully we can get the hell on out of here. If it pulls up right now, I'll be muting. I will come right back on this show when I'm walking. As far as the training, I don't know about that today. We'll have to see how I feel right now. But I'm definitely tired, man. This is definitely taking a toll. It's taking a toll on me. That's why I need you with me. I need real rest. And I want to be with you in New Orleans too, honey. Believe me, more than anything. I want this to stop. I want to get pulled out of here, like you said, pulled out of this nightmare. I just want out. I want to be with you, and I want a new, fresh start. I want my new life. Truly. So I can't wait. You're gonna have to rescue me and save me, honey, out of whatever I go through. That's the point of Batman. Coming up against a lot. I'm standing up for what's right, though. And don't ever let any of these corrupt people lie to you. None of you. Y'all know who's in the right. You know what I'm doing is right. These people are wrong. They've been wrong forever. And like I said, God is coming. You understand? It's God's time. I already told you on the wall what time it is. Nah, everything I told you, exactly my words, I stand on all of them. I told y'all what time it is and what's going to happen. Word for word. Yeah, I didn't hold back, right? Because I don't need to, because I'm the Son of God. You understand? You remember Jesus Christ? Y'all remember that? You remember what y'all did? Yeah, God is coming for that. Yeah, it's our turn, baby. This is our world. We taking it back. Angels. I'm an angel. They just told you I'm one of the original creator beings that come from, what was it, like the 7 tribes of Elohim or something like that. I was made and created, they say, when the angels was made. I am an angel. I knew that my whole life. I'm an angel. I'm one of the creator beings. That's why I have such powerful creator energy. I create. That's why I said I create realities. Because I do. I'm a creator being. So they already told you in that reading, you need to listen to it. It said, I have the power to stop all you folks. It said that basically the way that they depict Thanos, they said his power, they said this is like astronomically stronger than that. That's how they described me. Every reading is about me, homeboy. Ugh, me. Ugh. Feel me? Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to meet Superman. Like, not joking, though. They make songs about it. That song sounds like it's about Superman, man. They said he's in the sky and he wants to meet us, but he can't or something. Like, they made all these about real things, man. I just be wondering sometimes, like, am I going to actually, like, meet him? Like, is he going to show up and talk to me? I'm telling you right now, if you listen to them readings, they telling you they got galactic beings, the galactic, force, whatever you call it. They're watching me, bro. The Watchers are watching. You're talking about beings that got like more power than anything you've ever seen. Okay, that are watching me and my power just because of what I'm doing. This is all real. This is the same stuff that Tila Tequila was kind of talking about. And then you saw what she went through, how she said she was being followed and that they were doing the same thing. Bro, I've been going through that for decades. What Tila Tequila went through is nothing compared to me. Okay? Nothing. It's not even comparable. It's just like folks tell me, I talked to that guy, he said, it can get, you know what, standing up against all, this evil and all these evil people. I'm like, yeah, it's been that. We way past that point. You know, that's my middle name. We've been doing that. That ain't nothing. It's just different. It's different when you're me. Like it truly is. This is my real life. This is not anything new. It's been like that since forever. So that's normal for me. Once something is the same way long enough, it just becomes normal. You know? Mm. I'm so tired, bro. I don't get it. I'm pretty sure I slept some. Yeah, I thought I was running a little bit better today, which is odd considering how I'm feeling. But yeah, that image you got, honey, is perfect. I'm gonna hop off of here actually, and I'm gonna go look at it, and I'll talk to you in a minute.